When making pottery, the amount of water in your clay really affects what you're able to do with it, so much so that we have 3 terms for the stages of dryness: bone dry. When I was prepping for this video, I really thought about the term bone dry, and I realized it's an old idiom. Dry as a bone, bone dry. It just means there's no water in it and that it's super brittle, which is true. That's exactly what this pot is, and I'm pretty sure that's where this term comes from. At this stage, all the water has evaporated out of your clay and it's ready to be fired. There's still some chemically bonded clay, but that'll come out when it's bisque. This means that it sounds different than leather hard clay, but it doesn't ring as clear as bisqueware. Bone dry is the stage where you're just waiting to load it in the kiln. It's also super fragile, so it's important not to do things like pick it up by the rim or put undue pressure on it. So you always want to support it from the bottom if it's a small pot, or from the sides with as much support as possible on a bigger pot. This is a piece I plan to recycle anyway, so I'm not worried about breaking it. And that's it. That's all you can do with bone dry clay. Like I said, you can't make changes to bone dry clay. You can try. I'm sure every potter, including me, has accidentally let their pot dry out completely and then tried to make final changes to it just to save it. And you know, what's the harm? It's already a mistake. Why not? But you'll find that if you try to do things like carve on it, you might accidentally break it. It's going to create dust. It's not going to create beautiful, clean lines. And trying to make attachments is going to fail. If you try to add attachments, there's nothing for it to stick to. In order to make an attachment, you have to add water or slip, which contains water. And when you do that, the clay particles are going to expand, and that's going to cause the pot to swell a little bit in that area, which can cause more cracks, and you might get them to stick. But as they dry, they're going to shrink back into themselves and pull apart, and that attachment will fail.